Hello, everyone. Welcome back. You want to retire, but you're worried about money. I get it. We've all been told that retirement takes a chunk of change. And if you don't have that, you'll have to continue working until you drop dead, you're laid off, or you're asked to leave. Well, guess what? That's exaggerated. Just look around. A lot of people are retiring earlier than ever before. And it's not because they've amassed a huge fortune. In fact, you guys probably already know that most Americans nearing retirement don't have an ostrich-sized nest egg. It's more like a little robin's egg nest egg. Yet these people, these early retirees, are making it work. They're thinking more about what they value in life. And for many, that's time over extravagance. We retired early, not because we've been savvy stock market investors. We don't gamble in the stock market. David always says you need to invest in yourself. And that's putting in the time, the money, and energy into making your current and future life better. It's not relying on stocks, banks, and real estate, because that actually reflects more the state of the currency, more the state of the economy than it does any growth in value. And we didn't inherit a huge sum of money. We did it. We retired early because we wanted a different life. We wanted one based on freedom and abundance, not because we had millions in the bank, but because we wanted to start a new chapter of our life. It's a way of living based on value. And it's not another financial product or a complicated investment strategy. It's based on choice and how we can continue to improve our circumstances. It's the same principles that made Toyota one of the most efficient companies in the world. We applied those ideas to our own lives. We learned to eliminate waste, not just in spending, but in how we think about work, money, and time. And it worked. We retired from full-time work at 50, and we've never looked back. If you think you need a pile of cash to retire, you don't. But you do need a plan that fits you. That's what just-in-time retirement is all about. It gives you the freedom to design your own lifestyle without waiting for permission or perfection. It doesn't cost a dime to start, but you do need to do a little reflecting on your life. You do need to ask yourself, like, what do you value? What is it that you really want out of life? You need to think about those things that are really holding you back. Now, before we dive into my 5 keys that can help you retire at 62, and this is whether you have a lot of money or not, I want you to keep something in mind. You've got to tune out the noise from friends and family and financial experts that don't understand your goals. This is all about you. It's not about them. And you might want to check out my video on what financial experts don't want you to know. Also, I think this is a big one. You've got to make peace with money. Money is energy. You've got to learn to let it flow. Maybe you already know how to let money flow. So you can always let me know in the comments how you feel about that too. But from my point of view, you can let money flow and let it work for you, or you can let money control you. And that's really not a good space to be in, letting money control you. And I think that that's what happens with a lot of people that are planning retirement. They are letting the idea of money or the lack of money control them. Okay, now I'll talk about my 5 keys if you want to retire earlier at 62. Number 1 is to be self-reliant. You can't retire early if you're waiting for someone else to tell you it's okay. It's about trusting your judgment, tuning out the peer pressure, taking responsibility for your choices. Retirement isn't about following the crowd. It's about charting your own path. So gathering information from content like this and from other content on YouTube, is really good. It's really great because that's what a self-reliant person would do. They would gather up all of that information from various resources. But then you need to weed it out and decide how to make it work for you. What can you do? How can you decide and use your judgment as to what path you're going to take in retirement? Number 2, get out of debt. Debt is the silent killer of freedom. We decided years ago never to carry debt again. And honestly, it's been so freeing. It really changed everything in our lives. Debt made us feel trapped. When we had debt, money was controlling us. At least it was controlling me. And being debt free has made us feel alive. It's really opened up a different mindset. It's really helped us to live a stress-free life. So if you want to retire at 62, start there by cutting out your debt, or at least do the best you can to get rid of most of your debt. Number 3, take charge of your health. Okay, we hear this all the time. Everybody knows health is better than wealth. But it really is true. It's really true, because if your body is run down, your bank account is going to be run down too. Do what you can to keep your health the best you can. Eat good foods, eat clean, move your body, get your steps in, however you can move the best you can. Stay curious with your brain and keep your energy up. Because what good is early retirement if you don't feel good enough to enjoy it? Also, I want to say avoid big pharma as much as you can. It seems we hear nightmares all the time about what's happened to people in the healthcare system. I hope you haven't had a bad experience, but if you have, please let us know. Number 4, determine what you value. You can't live your best life if you're chasing other people's values. So if you focus on what you actually value, those experiences, the peace, the simplicity, whatever makes you feel alive, stop buying and doing things that impress other people. Impress yourself. Okay, this is the foundation for everything. Number 5, build an income stream or work part-time. Don't let anybody tell you you're not really retired if you decide to work part-time. That's nonsense, because if you look around, you see a lot of people are working part-time in retirement, and everybody's not doing it just to make ends meet. Some people are actually doing it because they are enjoying it. So you have retired from the grind. You have retired from the 9 to 5. You've retired from your former career. But if there's a side hustle or a part-time job or a passion project that brings in some cash and you're enjoying it, do it. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying or anybody else is saying. You're in charge. You're in control. You might like my video on 9 part-time jobs that provide healthcare. Here's the thing. Many people will wait until it's too late. They're waiting for the right moment, the perfect amount of money, the perfect situation. But the truth is that moment doesn't come. You have to create it. Now, what do I mean by create it? A huge factor is what you think. If you think your retirement will be a bad experience because of lack of money or that you haven't saved enough money, that's what you're going to get. And if you think it will be good because you have faith that you can work with the money that you have to lead an abundant lifestyle, create the lifestyle that you want, that's what you'll get. You've probably heard this before. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. I discovered these principles a long time ago, and it really is a factor in my life. I really do see how that plays out in my everyday existence. So keep that in mind. what you think will create your retirement, whether you're thinking good or you're thinking bad. So let me recap these 5 steps if you want to retire at 62 or sooner. Number 1, be self-reliant. Stop waiting for someone else's retirement plan. Number 2, get out of debt or reduce as much debt as you can. It's the silent killer of freedom. Number 3, take charge of your health because big pharma is not your friend. Number 4, determine what you value. Buy stuff to impress yourself, not to impress others. Number 5, build an income stream or work part-time. That is one of the best ways that you can invest in yourself. And if you're serious about taking control of your future, click the link below in the description and grab our free just-in-time retirement series. We'll walk you through how to eliminate waste, focus on what matters, and finally retire on your terms, not the markets. Because retirement isn't about money. It's about value. And value is something you create. Thanks so much for being here. If this video sparked something in you, please hit the like button so other people can discover a different way to think about retirement. And don't forget to subscribe for more outside the box retirement content. Till next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and trust your retirement journey. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Arlene with Rebel Retirement, and I'll see you next time.